Welcome back to One Bills Live. Steve Tasker along with Chris Brown. I just got that PB&J swallowed just before we came back on the air. It was dynamite. I made and ate 2 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches during that break, Brownie.
That's impressive.
My new personal record. Well,
I witnessed it. I was subject to the video component of that, and I mean, you just horked that thing down, man. It was, I was like, oh my gosh, there's a second one.
I grew up with 3 older brothers, and if you didn't eat your food fast,
you lost it.
Right. So, there weren't any seconds. So there you go. You had to get it down while you could. Anyway, glad you're here today, Brownie. You've got the thing. We did it last week. I guessed it, and I was pretty happy with it. It's Tasker's teammate. Take it away.
Yeah, so edition 2 of Tasker's teammate. This is an exercise where we give Steve rather cryptic clues so as not to give it away and see if he can guess which of his former teammates over the course of his 13-year career that he played with is probably hundreds, maybe even thousands. If you think about
thousands, kind of pushing it, but
maybe close to 1,000.
Because there was at least 10 new guys like on the team through the Super Bowl years, and those are the ones that didn't change much, right?
Rosters turn over as much.
And then training camp, there might be.
It's got to be close to 1,000, I would think, over 13 years. Maybe. In any event.
Between 500 and 1,000.
So here is this week's edition. We'll see how long it takes for Steve to guess this week's Tasker's teammate. All right, so clue number 1, Steve. I was born and raised in New Orleans, and I am 2 years younger than my former teammate, Steve Tasker. So not a lot there, but still something to chew on and maybe file away.
I'm just trying to guess at what that could mean. Born and raised in New Orleans. That doesn't necessarily mean he went to LSU or anything like that. But born and raised in New Orleans. I'm Kenny Davis.
No, it is not Kenny Davis.
Gosh.
Okay.
If I'd have gotten it right then, I would have. Yeah, that would have been a walk-off home run.
Yeah. So clue number 2, Steve. I played my college football in the SWAC conference and helped my team win a black college national title in the mid-'80s.
Keith McKellar.
It is not Keith McKellar. That's not a bad guess, though.
Gosh, that was a pretty good guess.
Clue number 3, Steve. I was a former 4th-round draft pick in 1987 and only played for 2 NFL teams, one of which, obviously, was the Bills.
Okay, 87, 4th-round draft pick. I'm thinking. Oh no, that's not him. Let's see. 4th-round draft pick in '87. Probably not for the Bills. I don't know. God, I don't know.
All right, so we'll move on to clue number 4.
I got the last one in 5 clues, so
that's right. So we're getting down to it here.
Right. And we have 8. Do you have 8 clues today or 9? How many clues?
8, yeah.
Oh gosh, I'm running out.
So
okay.
Here we go. I was a teammate of Steve's for 5 seasons.
Oh wow.
But I did not become a full-time starter until my 4th season with Buffalo.
Wow. I'm going to say Marvcus Patton.
It is not Marvcus Patton. Now, this is kind of now I gave you a jersey number clue last week that kind of gave away the farm.
Right.
So I tried to be a little bit more tricky with this jersey number.
There's going to be public math, isn't there, right?
Okay, so
add, subtract, find his jersey number.
Clue number 5, my jersey number with the Bills shared one of the same numbers that was on Steve's jersey.
Gabe Northern.
It is not Gabe Northern.
Oh, wait. Let me take another guess before you do another one.
We're trying to find Tasker's teammate, edition 2.
Marlo Perry.
It is not Marlo Perry. So clue number 6. During one off-season in Buffalo, I spent time as a volunteer deputy with the Erie County Sheriff's Department to expand on my college major, which was criminal justice. I served on the Sheriff's Narcotics Education Team.
All right, I was gonna say Howard Ballard, but he doesn't share one of my numbers, so it's not him. It's got to be. Gosh, that's a good one.
The wheels are turning.
I should know this. I should know this, and I cannot think of it. Oh, it's not Kenny Davis. Not Nate Turner.
It's not Nate Turner. Wow, we're going to go to clue number 7.
That was a shot in the dark. I knew it wasn't.
I had a nickname given to me by my college teammates, but it didn't exactly fit what my skill set became when I played in the NFL. Trying to find Tasker's teammate, edition 2. We are on clue 7.
You're not going to tell me the team. You're going to tell me the nickname, huh?
Well, that's a dead giveaway if I give you.
Okay. It's not Kenny Davis, the Texas Twister. It's not House. Not McKellar.
This is a shame that this is not on MSG right now, because watching Steve's wheels turn in his head is just, it's entertaining. I'm just sorry the listening audience can't see it.
Who's it? Who's the running back we got from Green Bay? Traded.
I'm going to help. It's not a running back.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
So here, I'll go to clue 8. Okay.
Oh, no.
After I retired from football, I served as a county sheriff down south where I live now.
Leon Seals.
Bang! You got it. And we have Leon on the phone right now.
Leon Seals. Dr. Sack, what's going on?
Man?
Hey,
man,
that is awesome.
I love those clues.
I apologize for not being able to guess you after the first couple of clues, man.
Oh, that's all right, man. How are you, Steve? How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. Are you doing okay? Are you doing the pandemic treating you okay?
Yeah, everything is good, man. Everybody just staying safe and being careful. That's about it.
Glad, man. That's so good to hear from you. And I'm glad I guessed you. I'm glad I got you right, man. That's awesome. That's awesome. It's been a while. Are you in Jackson now, or where are you at?
I'm right outside of Jackson. I'm about maybe 30 minutes outside of Jackson in a place called Clinton, Mississippi.
That's awesome, man. I'm so glad you're doing well. It's great hearing from you, and thanks for taking a minute to come on with us and bust my chops if I couldn't remember.
Yeah, well, we were waiting to see if he'd get a chance to do that. So for our listening audience, Steve didn't know we had Leon queued up and ready to go here. So I am kind of thankful that Steve did guess him, because that might have been a little awkward if he didn't. But Leon, I was doing a lot of research to come up with these clues for Steve that didn't give away the farm. I found it interesting. One of the stories I uncovered when you were doing that work with the Erie County Sheriff's Department, there was a story where, being on the narcotics education team, you said there was an instance after giving a talk at one of the schools up here in Buffalo that a kid, about the dangers of drugs and all of that a kid actually came up to you after it and handed you drugs saying he didn't want them anymore. Did you remember that story?
Yeah, I remember those days. I was just starting out with the Erie County Sheriff's Department, and, part of the agreements were after they did a raise or after they did whatever they had to do, I could always talk to the kids afterwards. And it was a hell of a program. I ended up meeting a lot of different kids, and some of them talked to me, and we got very personal.
Well, it's awesome to hear, and it just goes to show these guys, and they do it here, Leon, a lot like you did. You go out and you got involved in the community. You tried to do some good in the community around it that you actually played in. You went back. Are you still a police officer now?
I am now a elected official. I am a Hinds County constable. I was elected 5 years ago, and I'm in my second term now as a Hinds County constable. Second term.
Oh, that is awesome. That is awesome. I'm so happy for and proud of you too, man. It's so glad to hear you're doing well. Glad to see you're making a difference still after all these years of doing the stuff here in Erie County. That's awesome, Zach. Yeah. That's awesome.
And Leon, I got to imagine it's got to be especially interesting times for you right now, having been on both sides of a lot of these issues that are, dominating the headlines, having been in law enforcement yourself, and being African American, I have to believe that this is something that you might have a very unique perspective on, having been on both sides of it. Am I right about that?
Well, you're right, and I was telling my wife that we were talking about the events that are going on now, and me being in law enforcement, and it is because of my time spent in Buffalo and other places, and the teammates that I've been around that helped me do the job I'm doing now. Those guys were my teammates through thick and thin, and I learned a lot. We had a multicultural team, people from all walks of life, different parts of the country, and being around that has done nothing but it's helped me excel into the law enforcement world I'm in now.
Well, Leon, it's so great to talk to you. I'm so glad you took some time to come on with us. It's awesome. I'm glad Brownie chose you. And I'm really glad I was able to guess you before I ran out of clues. I didn't know. I didn't know you won a national championship.
Yeah, in college.
Yeah, the Black College national title in 1985 for Jackson State.
Oh yeah,
man.
Back in college.
That's awesome, man. Congratulations.
Steve, I'm getting so old, people have to tell me that I did, because half of the stuff I have forgotten about, but every now and then somebody, the clues were wonderful. The clues,
Yeah.
I was trying to guess who he was talking about. I said, well, is that he talking about me? So, okay. Yeah, so the clues I had to think about who he was talking about.
I know what you mean. I know you've gone out and spoke publicly at a number of places. Now, as a politician, elected official, you've got to speak in public all the time. And I used to marvel, too. The older I got and people would introduce me at banquets and stuff, my bio got longer and longer and longer the older I got. Some of it I forgot about.
Oh, yeah, definitely. When your family says, hey, I didn't know that about you, and these are people that have been around you from day one, and you have to tell them, I just forgot.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's awesome. Leon, look, we appreciate you joining us for a few minutes and kind of playing a important part of this segment that we call Tasker's Teammate now. We're glad Steve is now 2 for 2 in this category, as we'll press on and do more in the future. But I appreciate you coming on with us and giving some time, and best of luck down there, in kind of pushing forward the agenda that I think everybody wants us to achieve in this country going forward, especially in the unique position in which you find yourself down there. So keep doing good work down there in Mississippi.
Thanks, Leon.
Hey, thank you, and I really appreciate it. Guys, stay safe and be careful.
Take care, man.